O'clock and 22.1 degrees, and believe me, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on board. Tell you what, let me go through this again because I was a little tardy right there. Let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. I'm getting a stick from my boss in the background there. Believe me, it caught me on the hop simply because I was talking to our interviewee. Don't know whether he wants to be a victim or not yet, but we'll find out. Michael Sparger is joining us. It's nice to have Michael with us. It really is, coming out of Lafayette, Indiana. But before all of that, let me welcome you on board. It is nice to have you with us. It really, really is. If you're a first-time viewer, why not do this? Why not sub, thumb, bell? Bingo. Yeah, easy as. Bell notifications when we have important people much like Michael Sparger coming out of Lafayette, Indiana. Yeah. Subscribe. Sub. Yeah. Become part of the family. Literally. And if you don't know how to do that, get in touch with Barbara. She'll help you through it. It's pretty painless, and you know what to do with the thummy thing, don't you? Yeah. Get epileptic. So today we're all the way over at Lafayette, Indiana, and we're talking to Michael Sparger. Going to kick it off. Here is Dying Breed. So that gives us a couple of minutes to get to know each other, Michael.
Okay.
Since you've been playing on our station, you've sort of taken us by storm. Literally, there's a huge amount of people that are following you right now in Galaxy. And believe me,
Right.
I get into work about 9:30 at night, and I've got to go through reception to be able to do it. Sarah, our receptionist, she leaves out 3 USB devices for me to pick up, literally. And one of them is our stats for the day, how we performed, around the world. The second one is basic stuff that a CEO has to take care of, including pay wages, stuff like that. And the third one's called the noise, which is what we call our family here at Galaxy, simply because they're loud. They get in touch with us, all medias. In fact, we actually got a letter which is rather unique about a month or so ago. We haven't seen a letter for a long time, to be honest. But that's how we structure our shows, on how many are asking for what artist, what track, if you know what I mean. And I'm seeing your name up there all the time now, and it's good to see.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, literally. Your most requested tracks are What I Believe Is Right and Different Man Today.
Yeah, that's the only ones that have been released for radio so far. So I was really happy to see that you guys were playing some of the other songs.
Oh, you did. Definitely. I mean, Dying Breed, believe me, 1,712 requests for Dying Breed.
I have a duet with a lady from Ireland, and I'm getting ready to release that one for the radio. If you want a copy of that, I'll send that to you guys.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Mary Hoy?
Well, I'm playing it now. Michael G. Sparger and featuring Mary Hoy, Dying Breed.
Okay. How'd you get it?
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I only manage the place, and I'm the CEO of the company, but we have a production team out there that are outstanding. And of course, Barbara, she does so much research. That's where the music usually generates from. So if you want to answer that one, maybe Barbara will be able to tell you.
No, I'm just really impressed that you got it, and I'm glad you're playing it.
Oh, yeah, we are. As I said, 1,712 requests since we've been playing it.
Wow.
So,
well, great. You guys are very impressive.
Well, let me tell you, we're in every English-speaking country of the world. There's some that aren't. I don't know how we figured that one out, but yeah, okay, I'll take it. I will. 162 countries tuned in right now. Very cool. Very cool. How many cities?
6,430.
Oh, 6,430 cities. Okay, not bad.
Wow.
Not bad. So, let's go live to the desk. And Michael, welcome to Galaxy. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Well, thank you all for having me. I appreciate you.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. What have I not done right? Something sounds a bit fuzzy. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Bit fuzzy. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. So, there we go. We'll try that. Bring it back a little bit. How's that going? Sorry, Michael, unfortunately I've got a techo talking to me in the background as well. Getting a lot of fuss. Yeah. Yeah, literally. Okay. Try
Hasn't
that.
it turned off too?
No, not that.
Oh.
Not that?
No.
Okay. Michael, can you still hear me?
No, see, it says the microphone's music.
Can you still hear me? Can you hear me now? No? Okay, we'll try this. Can you hear me now? Mike? Hello, Mike. Can you hear me? Michael, can you hear me?
No, the microphone's
No.
music there. It says here.
Yeah, I get that. Hello, Michael, can you hear me?
No, I don't think you can.
Can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
No.
No? Really weird. Mike, can you hear me? Not at all. No response at all, really. Which is weird. Don't know.
Well,
What's going on here?
what we might be best to do, has that song finished?
Yeah, it has. I tell you what, let's throw in a song and give him a call back.
Yeah, I'll call him on my phone.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry everyone, we're going to come back for part 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this. We want to actually get Michael to be able to respond to us, so we'll figure this one out. You'll be right here, and believe me, looking forward to... thank you for your patience. I very, very much have to apologise. We were starting off with Michael Sparger and had a few microphone issues. It kind of happens from time to time, so do apologise about that. But in the meantime, we were playing Dying Breed, of course, Michael Sparger featuring Mary Hoy, and this is a damn good time to bring in Michael himself and say, good morning, Michael, nice to have you with us.
Well, thank you all for having me. I'm excited.
Well, believe me, I'm very, very humbled to meet you, and you seem to have made a huge connection with our audience. We call it the noise here at Galaxy, simply because they're not shy about asking about music, musicians, all sorts of stuff comes to us when they hear your music. Now, we opened up the show, of course, you were featuring Mary Hoy there, and we were having a little chat about that and the song Dying Breed. We've been playing it now for a couple of weeks, and believe me, it's been making quite a connection. It really, really has. So I think it would be remiss of me if I didn't say, tell me all about this, and are we supposed to be playing it?
I'm glad you're playing it. I was talking yesterday about releasing that to radio, and I said I wish a radio station would pick that up. And today you tell me you're playing it. That is great. You guys, I really appreciate that, and that's impressive. I wrote this song for Mary Hoy. I was told when I recorded a few songs that Mary was interested in recording with me. And I had a few songs that I had in mind, but Mary, I sent them to Mary, and she's a sweet lady. She really is. I don't think she liked any of them, but she didn't tell me. So I got on her page and started listening to her more, and I wrote this song for her and I to sing together. And she did a great job on it.
Now, she's coming out of Ireland, isn't she?
Yes, she is. She's a very, very talented lady and a nice lady.
Which part of Ireland is she from?
Oh, I knew you'd ask me, and I'm not sure of that.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Mary Hoy, would love to meet Mary Hoy in the future as well, because we think she's a very, very talented lady, and accompaniment, believe me, she really, really is. Now, having said that, I was saying to you that we're in every English-speaking country in the world, which is quite true, and some that aren't, which I will take anyway, I really will. But I appreciate everybody from around the world letting me know exactly how they like Michael Sparger and his music. Now, country is what I'll say. Tell me about this. This is fantastic. I love this track.
Well, I always said my heart was out in the country. I live in Lafayette, and it just keeps getting bigger. And I was saying one morning when I was drinking my coffee, I walked outside and getting ready for work, and I thought, I need a place out in the country with corn for miles, corn on both sides. And I thought that would make a great country song. So throughout the day during work, and I was writing lyrics to this song, how I'd like to be out in the country and have a simpler way of life.
You know something? Believe me, absolutely loving it myself. You're right here at Galaxy, joined live by Michael Sparger, coming out of Lafayette, Indiana. Here's country is what I'll say. How you feeling, Michael? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad you guys picked that song up, Dying Breed.
Yeah, absolutely we have. It just shows you how onto it we are here at Galaxy, really. Michael, I usually get about anything from 2 to 20 pages of people's bios. We got to work on yours.
That's terrible. It is terrible.
It's nice to know that you like bonfires in the backyard.
Yeah, I don't like talking about myself too often much. I grew up from a musical family. My family, they used to all sit out in the yard and pick and play guitar, and from an early age, we had access to all those instruments, and that's how I kind of found out what I wanted to do. But you know how hard that is to do, so it's something that just lately I've really, really been working hard at, really pushing it.
Well, let me tell you, and I think you might find this amusing. I've been an engineer for about 47 years. I've been a DJ for pretty much the same in radio, stuff like that. And I've worked not only as front of house, but as a studio engineer as well. I speak to bands, I talk to artists, I listen to music 24 hours a day sometimes, but it feels like anyway, if you know what I mean. And it's not often that I find an artist or I have an artist produced to me that takes my imagination. And that's what I found in your music. It really, really was. I just wanted to know more about you. And when I say to Barbara I want to know more, she knows right away that this is going to go somewhere, if you know what I mean. And after we finish this, I'd like to talk to you about a little more promotion, moreover than what we can do here at Galaxy. And we'd like to be able to pass you on to our friends who have a magazine. Would that be all right with you?
Well, wow. Yeah. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Because believe me, this magazine, it's being touted as the next climbing Rolling Stone of the internet. It really is. It's good. It really is. So we'll tell you more about that very shortly. That's right, I've got to turn my mic on, don't I?
Oh,
Yeah, it
typical.
kind of helps to
Typical.
turn the mic on. Gosh, Grant, how many years you been doing this? And how many times do you do it? Don't turn the mic on all the time. Literally, I do. I expect they're going to be on anyway. You always treat your sound room as if it's a live mic room. Literally, always. And of course, today we're in Lafayette, Indiana, and we're talking to Michael Sparger. Now, Michael, you're inspired by your family bringing you up in a musical, and believe me, your grandfather kicked you off on this one, literally. But I see that your inspirations are Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard, and Roy Orbison, three of the classic greats, really, aren't they?
Yes, sir. I got so many different, so much love for different music, so many different artists. I mean, I had all that variety growing up, and I feel lucky to have that. But that was the three that it just came off the top of my head, that I'm always listening to one of those three.
Believe me, I understand, I really do. Didn't see the Man in Black there, though.
Yeah, the Man in Black is in there too. I play Johnny Cash all the time, and when I'm out playing music, that's the kind of music that I play, and my original.
Yeah, I kind of got that. Literally, listening to your style of music, I thought, there is a little bit of Man in Black in there as well. So we didn't pigeonhole it, let's put it that way. We really didn't, because we like to have an open mind about an artist and their music. Now, having said that, my friend, I know that your grandfather got you into it. Age of 5, by the time your mum as well gave you a few pointers on the guitar.
Yeah, my mom, she taught me a few chords, and my mom had a beautiful voice, and she always encouraged me to go that path. That's what you're made to do. She would always tell me. This month she's been gone 5 years on the 11th, so it seemed like things really took off when my mom passed, and I realized what I wanted to do.
Sorry for your loss too, by the way, with respect, but believe me, I think she was right. I think you're following the right path, literally, and believe me, I think you're making a huge sensation around the world here at Galaxy. Once we've finished this, I'll give you the stats, literally, and I think you'll be impressed with a couple of the numbers. As I said, around the world, we're in every English-speaking country, so you can imagine how many devices I don't know whether they're people, if you know what I mean. There could be 10 people, could be 1 people
right
listening. We don't know. It's just the IP addresses and the computers themselves that ping us off, if you know what I mean. So we're going to go with those numbers, and I think that'll be suitably interesting for you as well. Now, Music Man, believe me, this was the very first track I ever heard of yours, and let me run you down through the process here. I think you'll find this interesting. Barbara gets about 250 submissions a day, every day. So many bands, so many artists around the world want to be promoted. So we've got to be vicious, and we take pride, literally, in saying we only play the best indie artists in the world. And we're very, 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 we stand by that, you know what I mean? So it's not easy, not only getting played on Galaxy, but to get to an interview. It really is. So you've ticked every box so far, literally. Now, when Barbara gets your music, she will, weigh it up against everything else that's been submitted, then take it to production, because we can only spend so much time doing these interviews. We've only got so many interviews in a week and in a month, so we've got to get in and condense it right on down. So production and Barbara work tirelessly at getting that, and then they present that to our board. Now, it could be either 8 or 12 members of the board at any given meeting, if you know what I mean, and they're only, literally, they're only worried about our image. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Which I think is weird, because then they let me interview people. I'm never good for image at all. I've got the perfect face for radio, and then Barbara comes along with a Wandy thing and a camera, and there goes our image right out the door.
I'll
But
think you best.
well, I tell you what, once it's gone past all of that, Barbara brings me a USB device that I Bluetooth in my car. Now, there's a couple of reasons for this. First reason is nobody can influence me on whether or not I want to do the interview. It's based on the music, and believe me, no information, just the music. I don't get to find out who the artist is and or the title of the track. I just play it. As an engineer, that's where I find out whether or not I want to do this interview or not. You know what I mean? It's got to be.
Yes, sir.
It's got to be on its own merits. I play you in my car, literally. Again, that way nobody can influence me. But moreover, and here's the real reason: nobody else wants to drive with me. Not even Barbara. Not even Barbara. And
I'll drive with you.
Yeah, I like to drive sideways. I really do. I'm a big fan of NASCAR and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
believe me, I like to drive fast, drive sideways, and I heard Music Man for the very first time. Would you believe? I pulled over, and believe me, this is a very picturesque place where you can look down through this gully. And I've got to be honest now, I don't drink. I really, really don't, but I do have a cold, lemonade, stuff like that, Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? Take a drink with me, keep refreshed. Anyway, pulled over, listened to this track, and turned it back again. This is the track that nailed it for me and said, yes, I want to know more about Michael Sparger. So, Michael, I think it would be remiss of me if I didn't say to you, sir, Music Man, tell me all about this.
It's kind of a funny story. When I first started out, I played one night at a place in Williamsport called High Falls Saloon, and I was basically just doing somebody a favor. I hadn't played in a band or even been out playing music for 10 years because we had just had a son. So when I first started, I was playing a lot of different places, and a lot of times you were lucky to get paid. Nobody had heard of me, and I never took it that serious to where, I always played for the love of music, and I still do today. It's just recently that I started where I'm making money doing it, and it's really different to me. So my dad and I, we would load up in the car on the weekends, and we still do. We go hit these places that wants me to play. And Music Man is a story of that. Every weekend we're loading up, getting ready to go somewhere new, and I hope that I can connect with the crowd, and I hope they like me, and they like what I'm playing, what I'm presenting them. Because a lot of times I was so nervous when I first started that it was hard to get that connection to the crowd. But now it just comes natural. People are people. We all love music, and we all just want to have a good time. And Music Man just explains what I went through when I first started.
I fully get that. Oh, by the way, Tia Timmons is watching. I better be on my best behaviour, bro. I really better.
Hi, Tia.
And, of course, the bosses are watching as well. So, joining us live today, coming out of Lafayette, Indiana, is Michael Sparger and Music Man.
Yeah, it was a hard racket when I first started.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
Believe me, Michael, it's the same for everybody. I mean, the red carpet just doesn't fold for everybody straight away. It's got to be an earned deal, if you know what I mean. It really is hard work. I've worked with some of the biggest and best bands in the world, and they've all said the same thing to me. It's been bitch of a climb to get here.
It did.
You know, so yeah, I understand, including people.
Hey everyone.
I've worked with
Nice
people
to
like
see you
David
all.
Bowie.
Hi, Caden.
You know,
Nice to meet
Right.
you.
This is my better half. I wanted to introduce her.
Hello, sweetheart. Nice to meet you, Tia.
This is the only woman that'll put up with me.
Yeah. Well,
Guys.
you know, the one thing I appreciate the most about an artist is the people who support that artist, to let that artist do their job, you know. And Tia, I see you're online here as well. And Caden Gordon. Nice to have KG on board.
Hi,
Yeah, this kid has really been wonderful.
Caden is the best. We absolutely love Caden.
Yeah, believe me, I
love
get
Caden too.
inundated by stuff from Caden. I really do. So
Wonderful artist.
I don't know how he does it. There are so many artists that he puts forward.
Oh, I know. He's amazing. I tell him every day that I talk to him, you're absolutely amazing.
Not bad for a young fella, eh?
Yeah.
I'm not that sharp when I was 19. I was in the military.
Well, believe me, at that age, I think I was too, if I remember right.
Or in jail
Nice to meet you,
somewhere.
Tia.
You know?
Okay, we'll meet up again after this, okay?
Okay.
Sweet. By the way, we will be taking a few pickies and everything afterwards, so don't rush off straight away because you'll get a copy of everything we do today.
Oh,
Barbara's going to put it into a movie for you.
oh wow.
I usually, look, automatically if you show it to friends and family, they're going to love it because it's you, right?
Right.
So I usually say show it to people you don't like. A lot- yeah, well, a lot of people say to me, why do that? Because it usually puts a fire under their tuchus and say, hey, listen, I've got a band. I will get in touch as well because I want to keep Barbara working.
Oh, we've got to keep
Right.
you
Do
working.
that.
Yeah,
No,
in return,
no.
it keeps me working. You're quite right, Barbara. It really
I
is.
can book you up till September if you want.
You've booked me up until September.
Yeah.
Only September? I thought we were up around December already. Okay. Dear, dear, dear.
Hey.
You know, I'm very, very impressed with young Caden as well. Amazing, amazing
Really.
man.
It,
He really is. And can't wait to talk to you after this about a little something that we've got going on. And I think you'll be very impressed with that. At the same time, I want to have a chat to you about the Galaxy Artist page. That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. You guys do such a good job. Thank you. Today we're talking to Michael Sparger coming out of Lafayette, Indiana. We haven't been to Lafayette before. This is first for us. It's really, really cool to meet somebody from there. And you're born and bred in Lafayette?
yes, sir.
You'd never wanted to go out and, you know, see the big wide world at any stage?
No, sir. I'm ready to go. I'm just waiting on my chance.
Well, maybe, just maybe, you never know how this may transpire afterwards. I know Tia's going to be very excited, I really do. But believe me, I've got a young lady by the name of Patricia. She's coming out of Colorado, and she's saying, you know, any chance, it's summertime now. What do you got lined up for summertime gigs? Are you going to be doing any national tours?
You know, I'd love to. I haven't had the opportunity or been asked to, and I don't know how to make those connections, honestly. The most traveling I've done lately, I've been to Illinois and back, and I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm heading to Nashville in August, and I'm going to be cutting a single with Caden Gordon, a single that he wrote, and so so far that's what I got going on with, and just playing my area around here. But I'd love to play. I'll play anybody, anywhere, to anybody that'll listen.
You know, that's fantastic, Kate, and I didn't know that you're an artist yourself. How about sending Barbara some of your work? Let's get in and promote you, bro. We'd love to be able to return the favour that you're doing for us. Believe me, we'd love to do that. And anything that you're producing yourself in the near future, get it to us. Let's talk about this, okay? Believe me, I'm a big fan of your work, I really am. Now, having said that, what I believe is right. And, Caden, believe me, we're birds of a feather, Michael and I, because we both believe what we say is right and what we do is right. You do it our way. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay? A lot of us around here are like that, especially my bosses.
Hey there.
Oh, believe me, my bosses keep me very, very busy, and I do what I'm told. I do,
I'm
really.
Matt's boss.
Yeah.
It's just that way, isn't it?
Well, yeah, believe me, it really does work that way. It really does. But what I believe is right now, you're up around, and I'm not kidding, 2,499 requests since we've been playing it. So believe me, that's a fantastic score right now. I think you better justify it. Tell me, why is this so popular?
First of all, I had no clue I was being played like that. I'm humbled, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. What I believe is right is basically about, stand up for your flag, honor your troops, honor the guys that have passed before us, that gave their life for our country and our freedom. Basically, just have love for your country and each other. There's a lot of changes, and everybody knows what's right from wrong, and I believe that becomes from our upbringing. But I've always been very patriotic, and that's not going to change. I'll always honor my flag, honor my veterans, and the people that passed before me.
I get it. I really, really do. Excuse me. Asthmatic. Do apologise. Now, I really understand that. I really do. I talk to a lot of Americans. In fact, I was talking to an American, Alice Walker, just prior to doing an interview with you. He too is very, very red, white and blue, and is doing things for the vets as we speak. So, I have a lot of respect for people. Please excuse me, for people of that mindset, if you know what I mean. So, I've got to congratulate you. I think it's one of the tracks that's made the most impact with the Galaxy audience. Really, really has.
I had no clue. I'm honored.
Well, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined live today with Michael Sparger, what I believe is right.
Well, I had no clue that's getting played like that.
Oh, yeah, believe me.
Wow.
Please excuse me.
I try to stay out of politics as much as I can, but things have really went to hell around here in the States.
Well, you've got, what, somebody that falls asleep in a debate and somebody that has false hair.
You're right. You're right. And I don't like to talk. I was told I wasn't supposed to talk about it, but that's honestly how most of us feel around here.
Yeah.
That the country's really went to hell, and we need to get God back in our school and our country. And
Mike, if you don't mind me calling you Mike, but it's every country in the world. I hear the same story. I do. Nobody. Right. I don't find a single people that are happy with their government. Nowhere in the world.
Right.
And let's be honest, the English have only just elected a new Prime Minister and already we're getting bitching about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get it, I do. Our Prime Minister? Yeah, well, you voted him in. serves
I
you
didn't.
right.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, I didn't either, so I can get away with that one. I call him Humpty Dumpty. I do. Tina says this is her favourite song.
Yeah.
See?
This one.
That's where the connection comes in. People are absolutely loving your music, bro. They really, really are. And
Wow.
I've got to be honest with you, Different Man Today, we play you in 3 different shows.
I noticed that. I love tuning in too.
Yeah, we have you on a Monday night in the Galaxy Artists. We have you on a Sunday in the Country Music Show. And we have you in the Breakfast Show, which is 5 days a week.
Wow, thank you so much.
So, believe me, people are taking
Gets a
notice.
kick out of watching you guys because of your accent. He really gets a kick out of it.
We have an accent,
We have an accent?
apparently.
Oh, we love it. I like it. You're really entertaining.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We can be.
Well, Barbara's funny, you see, so I like feeding off what Barbara says sometimes.
I do. I can't wait to hear from her every day and tell me when the music's beginning to play.
Oh, believe me, she's a great artist in her own right. She didn't want to do it to start with, but I convinced her.
No, I didn't
Well,
want to
good.
do
I think
that.
you guys made the right decision, though.
Yeah, well, she's my best friend, literally. And Barbara and I have travelled around the world together.
We'll be here.
You know?
That's awesome. Now I got to get you here to the States.
Oh, I'd love to be there. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Apparently, what I believe is right is Tina's favourite song. Nice. I like it too. I like it as much as Different Man Today, I got to be honest, but I don't have a fave. You see, I'm a DJ, I'm not allowed to have a favourite, it really isn't. I got to keep an open mind, that's what it is. Now, having said that, anything new in the can? Have you got anything that you're working on at the moment, maybe, that you might want to release in the near future?
Yeah, I got all kinds of music. I probably got enough music, and I'm always writing too. I probably got enough music to fill 3 more albums, maybe more, and I'm always writing every day. Some may be better than others, but I do have a lot of material, and I'd love to get it out there. The thing is it costs a lot of money to record.
Tell me about that. Literally, being an engineer myself, I know all the intricacies, and believe me, money. You can be, especially if you're working for the most prestigious recording studios in the world, literally, and I've worked with some of the biggest and best names in the world. I really, really have. I've been very, very lucky in that respect. But believe me, it does cost more than a dime to put it into place. And believe me, as I was saying to Tina, my respects go to the people who are the supporters of artists. With that, they're invaluable. They really, really are.
Yep. Appreciate everybody that takes the time to listen to me. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. And moreover, family members that support you. And, the good thing about a family member, believe me, I've always found this, is they make good roadies.
Mm-hmm.
They really, really make good roadies. You don't have to pay them a lot, really. And they work to the end. And at the end of the day, they can say, hey, I was a part of Michael's career as well.
Yeah, everybody here has been. I know my dad, he's like a roadie to me. So, we travel a lot. I have a lot of fun with my family, and that's what it's about,
Exactly.
Family.
Exactly. And, I don't know whether you're still of that mindset, you know, whatever happens on the road stays on the road, all that sort of stuff. That's why the wife, when I get home from doing tours and stuff like that, she says, Grant, what have you done? I'm going, can't tell you. She goes, good enough, move on. Because she knows.
I always got Pops with me. I always take my own man with me. Pops is what we call him. And we go there and we do what we're supposed to do and we get right back home.
Well, I tell you what, I've got a very, very cool story for you after we finish this, and it involves prime ministers. A whole different country altogether. We're going to make history very, very shortly, and I mean history, and you're going to be a part of it. You really are. And at the same time, we're going to break you into a whole new avenue of promotion as well. Speaking of which, are you familiar with the Galaxy Artist page on Facebook?
Member of that. I just joined that probably a couple days ago. I've been actually looking at that, and you've got a lot of great talent on there. Not only me, I was going through there listening to several artists, and when you say you play the best, that's for sure, because I see a lot of folks on there that I love their music, and I'm humbled to be, you know, a part of that.
Well, let me tell you, Michael, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it. And if I didn't mention use it, please use it, because A, it's free for the artist, but there are so many people around the world that go and have a look. And in fact, that's where they get to know who Michael Sparger is. Now, let me put it this way. If you've got a new video, if you've got a new track, if you're going to the opening of a shoebox, I don't care. Just use it, because they get to know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Having said that, Robin, coming out of Toronto, Canada, is asking, Michael, how do we get in touch with you? What are the links? Where's your Facebook pages? Moreover, give us all the info. What's the website, everything like that, and do you have a merch store?
I have my personal Facebook page. Everything is under Michael G. Sparger. I also have a music page on there that tells you where I'm going to be. I have a YouTube page with my album on there under Michael G. Sparger. All that's free to listen to. Spotify, I'm on there also. I believe that's free to listen to as well. I'm being played a lot, and thanks to you guys, you know, the independent radio stations that support us have been just wonderful to me. And there's a few there too, like Country Beach, yourself. They picked it up, and I had no clue, you know, that it took off like this. But if you want to hear my music, all you have to do is get on YouTube, get on my personal page. I'll talk to you if you get on my friend page. You know, I always try to answer everybody that takes the time out to put a comment or listen to my music, because I appreciate each and every one of you. That's how our music gets out there.
You know,
And
I had a young lady by the name of Karen. She was just asking me, as a fan, if I got in touch with you, would you respond?
oh yeah, I'll talk to you. I like talking to people. That tells me, you know, how I'm doing, how I'm relating to people, and I'm nobody special either. I write music, and I hope everybody likes it. So I'll answer to you. I'm just humbled to be played.
Michael, believe me, you are very, very special. You are somebody very special. So believe me, take this from me. Different man today. 3,781 requests for it. It is going through the roof here at Galaxy.
Oh, wow.
Why is this so popular?
Every song that I write is something that I've lived through or experienced. I'm just telling you a story. My mom, she was a wonderful mother. She had 3 of us, and I was the most rowdy one and hard to handle. And she would always tell me, "I hope you get one just like you." Well, that happened. I got one that's my identical twin, so I'm getting some payback. But I was a little hellraiser until the time that I went into the military and straightened myself up. But she would always try to steer me in the right direction.
You know, I get it. I really, really do. Oh, which part of the military were you in?
I was in the Army, in the infantry. I was part of the 101st Airborne Division out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Okay, very, very cool. Well, I was in the Air Force myself, if you know what I mean. Yes,
Smart.
yes, classed as a return service vet, but never fired a shot, never fired my rifle once. In fact, I was on an airfield, rolling out the airfield for about 9 months and sent home. Done. So,
Well, you did your service, sir, and we appreciate you.
well, you know, I think Fiji appreciated it more, to be very honest with you. They needed the airport, they did. In the meantime, well, I got to say, I think it's one of my more favoured Michael Sparger songs. Different Man Today. I get it, I do. You're right here at Galaxy. Getting warm here all of a sudden. Cold as hell.
I assume my music's being played like that.
Well, you know, since we've got it from KG, literally, and it's gone through the whole process that I mentioned to you,
Wow.
which
yeah.
is phenomenal in its own right. I mean, it is just taking off, your music. So I'm kind of hoping that you'll continue a relationship with us and send us more new music,
Yeah.
come back for more interviews, stuff like that. Would you be interested in that?
Yeah, you guys have become my favorite station. I look forward to listening to you.
Nice, nice.
That's rather cool. Thank you.
That really is cool, and Barbara says thank you. She really appreciates it. She does.
Well, I appreciate both of you and what you do.
Well, you know, without people like you, I don't get a job. So please keep doing it. Okay.
And also the promoters that send us the music. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, KG, he does such a great job. I'm a big fan of what he does. And he must...
Yeah, he's a good kid. And I call him a kid. I'm twice his age, but he has really impressed me a lot.
Well, I think I'm a little older than you, and okay, we'll get away with that one.
Will I laugh now
Believe
or
it.
later?
Oh, look.
Laugh now.
Laugh now, literally.
Okay.
Because I was around when Moses had a boat.
No, you weren't. You're not that old.
You don't. At least you look good, man. It must be all that good living.
Believe it.
I dig the beard.
Thank you. So do I. It's something that just appeared. Didn't
That
go
was
away.
good.
It really did.
That beard.
I need our assistant. I wonder where she is.
What do you need it for?
Eh? What do I need her for?
Yeah.
I'll show you in a minute. I'll let you know.
Alrighty, eh?
But I do. I need her assistant in a minute. She's got to come in.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you give her a buzz for me?
Is that all right?
Barbara, you said- Do you remember Darth Vader?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You remember that lightsaber wandy thing that he had?
Yes, sir. That's dangerous.
Yeah, well, that's
me.
like this thing here. I mean, honestly, she's a lethal weapon with this, and you've got to wear a hard hat.
You get hit with that during the day.
Oh, mate, it'll lob off an object. It really will. You lose a limb. You really will.
Don't give my wife ideas.
I tell you what, Barbara is a master at it. She really, really is. I'm sure she's a black belt in it. I got a black belt in Taekwondo. I've got a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu.
You had, you don't now.
Yeah, well, I'm old now. I've still got my belts, though. I do. And I've got a black belt in karate.
Oh, wow.
I do. And I've got a black eye and everything else.
Next thing you'll be bringing out the belts. Oh, no.
Well, I've got my
Please
belts,
don't.
don't you worry. I can display.
No.
And my parachute licenses
No.
and certificates.
Beautiful. Ooh.
Now, you've taken my mind. You're getting techie.
Yeah.
You really are. You're getting techie. Moving all over the place. Believe me, I'm going to have to give you one of these ones that you can actually swing around and counterbalance and have no weight to them, really. Today we're talking to Michael Sparger, coming out of Lafayette, Indiana. Don Carlos Pazmore is joining us. Hello, Don. Been a while. It really has. Nice to have you back. And hope you got new stuff coming up in the near future. Really, really do. And at the same time, we are going to have to round it up right now, unfortunately. But I do have a couple of questions. And one of them I asked you while we were on our break. Would you come back again?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
There, I hear you. Yeah.
Yep. Would you come back again?
Absolutely. I would love to come back.
Brilliant, brilliant, because we would love to be able to have an ongoing relationship with you, and
Yeah.
you never know where this might transpire. All I can say is I hope Tia's got her passport ready.
I would love to. Yeah.
You never
Absolutely.
know. It may or may not be here in New Zealand, though.
I really have been looking forward to every day getting out and listening to you guys, because my son likes the way you say my name. You say it with your accent, and we do that every morning. And I'll wait for her to send something saying, we're going to play you next. So I've kind of been like a kid about it.
Very cool. What's your son's name?
My son's name is Owen.
Owen. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Well, I'll give him a shout out in the morning, okay?
All right. That sounds great. We will listen.
Very cool. And Tia, thank you very, very much for joining us as well. But we are going to have to wrap this up right now. So join me on Thursday for 2 more interviews. Of course, we're going way back to the UK to catch up with our very good friend Hannah. Of course, she's releasing a new song with her new friend. And, of course, we're talking to the girls next door coming out of Tennessee. Dan Austin is going to be joining us. And I tell you how much of a family show it is. We also promote her son, Mr. Faust. We really do. And we'll give you the big skinny on that one on Thursday. But in the meantime, I tell you what, why not join myself and Barbara after 6 in the morning? Barbara says 6:30, I'm saying 10 past 6 in the morning. Join us then, all the way through until 10 o'clock, and you never know. You never know. You might hear your band, or you might hear Michael Sparger. I'm pretty sure you'll hear one of those. In the meantime, have a very happy and successful day, and we will see you in the morning. Happy radio, everyone.